Namaste. Welcome. This is Love Wins. I have the music louder than normal because Bella, she's singing. She has her headphones on, and I don't know, you may go on a journey with me, you may go on a journey with Bella. It depends where your attention goes. How is self? How is self? That I have a teacher who has come into my timeline, and when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So as you go through your path, as you evolve, you will resonate with people as you need the information they have. Okay, this is how we co-create as light workers, as star seeds, as awakened seeds. You go into your path, which is self. You go into self. You need to discover, who am I? What did I come here? Whatever the question is, whatever the trauma, usually starts with the trauma. You go down this path of self, this understanding. Okay? So on that journey, you'll get these different teachers. And sometimes the teachers come in the karmic relationships as friends, families, lovers, and they will teach you a lesson about yourself in the form of whatever it comes in, however that dynamic plays out, because you will have a different dynamic with everybody. But until you heal what you need to heal, you're going to get a common energy that is going to body jump into other bodies. So you'll get this theme with people until you heal that thing within you that you need to heal, and then that theme will stop showing up. Those kind of people will stop showing up. Well, they don't always. Okay, I have to be so honest because I keep it real channel. They show up in forms of energies trying to pull you back, because this is spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare. You're here to wake up from the imprisonment that you're in, because the souls on this planet have been imprisoned and energetically being harvested from and kept distracted by this life that's not a real life. It's just a big giant Truman Show. Okay, it's a big giant Truman Show. So, back to how is self and teachers. You will get different teachers on your path, and then when you have learned what you need to learn from said teacher, said partner, said relationship, said mentor, when you're ready for that next thing you need to learn, this house has taught me a lot of patience. When you're ready for that next thing you need to learn, it appears. And so this teacher appeared when I was ready for the lessons, for this level of awakening, because wow, I see a lot of things that I didn't see before, in ways I didn't see them before. So it's this journey never ends. It's layers and layers and layers and layers to this journey. But with gratitude, grateful for the process. How is self? That's the question, right? So I'll always have something will pop in my head. I'm watching a video, I'm taking in information, I have a question. So I send a message, I ask my question, and my question is responded with, Namaste. How is self? And I'm like, how is self? How do I answer that? So then now, like, I'm forced into meditation. I'm forced into reflection. I'm forced into contemplation. So I answer the question. So when I get to the point where I answer the question, I've answered my question. The teacher is the mirror. And this person is in a place of its awareness where he knows its role. This person knows his role. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Co-creating, like, this whole thing is beautiful, right? And it is spiritual warfare, and it is dark, and we have to go through some really dark shit. We have to go through some really harsh truths and experience some really unjust things. And you don't want to sit and really say all of that happened because I'm a slave and I'm manipulated, and didn't I have any choice in that? And like blame. And you don't want to take blame. You don't want to take ownership. But on a higher level, your soul did come here to experience all this stuff, to come into your home frequency, which is the heart frequency, which is 5D.
The Hidden Valley, the blue Kroger brand, he can't eat. He tries, it makes him so sick. It's fucking weird. Yeah.
All the things that make you different. Your home frequency. You're here to be that. Here. And by being that authentically, you're planting that seed of being, that possibility of reality outside of said perceptual box. So you walking this path that's so different and getting hit with all of these energies your whole entire life, whatever it is that you've been through, it's a story. It's your story. It's your story. Your story is different. Everybody's story is different. Collectively, we have these collective wounds that they're like, you're on a double mission, okay? Let me break it down like this. You're on a double mission. You have to come into self, to be self, to heal self, to be self. And by being self, healed version as self. That's your mission. And then the mission, your contract with Earth, is in being self. After you take care of the personal shit, there's you're collectively together healing all of the shit, right? All of the shit. And there are these specific wounds. There's the witch wound, there's the narcissistic wound, there's the drug and alcohol abuse wound, there's physical abuse, there is financial lack mentality, abuser, just lack of self-worth, not being enough, like all of these wounds, being of a specific race and going through the trials and tribulations of said race. And I mean, every single race has had some kind of wound. But when you look big picture, all of these wounds are the same. Like the stabs, the infliction that is felt, that is carried. You have carried in lifetimes and lifetimes of these wounds. And you've also given lifetimes and lifetimes of wounds and unconscious states where you're operating from the lower energies that are controlling you. Principalities, Ephesians 6:1-2. If you know, you know. But I wrote, don't become what hurt you. Okay? That was the topic I wanted to come on here and talk about. Don't become what hurt you. And I watched back the video I recorded yesterday, and I can see my wounds because I get very, like, I'm standing in my truth. I'm standing in my truth, and if it hurts you, I'm sorry it hurts you, and I'm standing in my truth, but I still love you even though my truth hurts you. I've had to heal that wound. And she's cleaning her room, baby. Yes. My house. So many thoughts come through my mind. But I'm focusing on self and healing of self and staying centered in self despite other people's selves and realities, and no matter what they feel, and not reacting to it. And that's like, it's a really difficult practice. It's a really difficult practice, and it's been taking a lot. It's been taking a lot. And like, I think about my video yesterday, and then it opened up a line of communication that has been of no communication. And I get it. Like, I get what they said and where they're coming from, and I get it. And I thank you. And for the sober thing, keep going. Like, anybody who is fighting the fight, like, you're a victim. You were born a victim, but you're not a victim, okay? That is the programming, and you've been abused. You've been abused in that programming, okay? And so you really, 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 really want to take your power back for you, for self, to be like the best version you came here to be, because it is a possibility for everyone, no matter what the fuck you've been through. I told myself I wasn't going to curse so much, and I was going to not be so harsh in delivery, because I've been told I'm very harsh in delivery. And that's a trauma response. It is a trauma response of having to find my voice and defend my voice. I've had to defend my voice my entire life. So now that I found her, she's roaring. And if you don't like her roar, then get the fuck out her den. And that's my experience. Like, people keep coming to me, you know, and I'm just defending. And I'm done. Like, that girl, the old me will stay in this house forever and keep fixing it and keep taking care of my mother and just keep dodging the energetic bullets like the ninja assassin that I am. But like, she died because like when you go on the path and you keep doing your work, okay, layers of you will fall off. You will shed skins, you will shed beliefs, you will shed people, and you have to sometimes, like, how do I say this properly? Like, you have to leave them behind because they are not shedding like you're shedding, okay? And your change and their inability to change, whether they can't see it, they're in denial of it, they won't see it, they don't want to see it, they're in addictions, they're in habits, they're in patterns, they're trapped. It's a mental prison, okay? Like, let's keep this image. It's a mental prison, okay? Because their heart is locked. Their heart is locked. The key to unlocking that prison is to go into their heart and open up all the wounds, all the traumas, all the pains, all the anything, and raw dog it, okay? No masking the feelings and the emotions, facing the emotions head on, like a mirror. And then you go back and you reflect through all of those relationships. And you understand them in the higher realm of all of it. That you're a really stubborn motherfucking soul warrior, light warrior that's been through some shit, some dark fucking shit. Because you have a really bright light. A really bright light that wants to shine. That wants to shine. And when it shines, it's gonna be bright. That heart. And being in that heart and being soft in that heart is a strength that is stronger than any strength. That's why it's been most under attack. Where did I write that? The thing that's been the most under attack is the thing that you need to do the most. For me, it's speak my truth. And I know that, and I've been known that. That's what's been under attack, my truth. Because I came here to teach love. I came here to find love, find self-love, understand love. Like, I really fucking get it. Like, I get it. And I get the necessary boundaries and being perceived as cold and having to leave people behind who think that you're cold and still loving them so unconditionally because you can see outside of it. You can see it all. And you have to let them walk the paths they need to walk in the pain that they're going to walk in it until they decide not to walk in that pain anymore. And they're ready to go into their hearts and pull out that key that opens their door, that lets the feelings out so they can go into their mind and unlock that door so they can break that box with open heart, open mind. Come together in the fucking now. Sit with self. Take a deep breath. Let it fucking go. And be present with all of it. With all of it. Okay? The old me would want to save them all. I want to save them all. All of them. And in that act of wanting to save them all, I lose me. Pieces of me die. Because they're taking those pieces are going towards helping them. Because you become an energetic enabler. Because you're allowing things to happen and play out and exist. And it's not okay, because it's not things that you really would do to you, that you want done to you, that you would do for your lover, for your partner, for your sister, for your mother, for your father, for your child. Okay?
I am a child.
We treat people the way we want to be treated. So if we're always treating people badly, we want these toxic cycles because it's all we know. But we really don't want these toxic cycles. So we're fighting self. Fighting self. So like, you have to let them think whatever they're gonna think about you. And sometimes, all the time, why do I keep saying sometimes? It's programming. Cancel, clear, delete. Programming I need to let go of. The way they feel about you is gonna hurt you because you know your heart, okay? You know your heart. You know your heart. So you want to look at the way that they're perceiving you and the way they feel about you, because that is like a little key to the healing, because their perceptions are your triggers. Okay? So go into the mirror. Put a mirror around you, okay? Go into your mirror. Their perceptions are your triggers. Your triggers are your wounds. Oh, look, a birdie. That's so pretty. I didn't even do that consciously. I love that. Okay, are your wounds. Okay, like, go into your wounds. That's where you start. You heal those things that hurt. You heal those things that hurt. Then you find out why they don't hurt. Did I say that right? You find out why they hurt so they cannot hurt. You find out why they hurt so they cannot hurt. And then you apologize to that wound, that trauma, that pain, that abandonment, that betrayal, whether it was self or reflection of self. Apologize to it, and you hold it, and you say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It hurts, doesn't it? It hurts. I'm sorry. Like, hold it. I'm sorry it hurts. And hold it the way you want to be held. You know, the way you hold your pillow. Yourself. Like, really do it. And don't say you can't, because that's self-sabotage. You ask it what it needs. Ask self, what do you need? And then you start doing those things. You start doing those things that you need. And that's where you start. That's how you heal. That's how you keep going. And it doesn't matter what other people think about that process, because it's for you. And if they have a problem with it, If they have a problem with that, self-love, strong boundaries, then they need to go. You need to go. You can't take them with you because they don't want to go with you. They want you to stay with them in a looped reality. Because anybody who is really, 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 really wanting to be healed, do the work, heal, they know they have to go within. They know because their soul is telling them, and they're ready for that. And if you feel like you need someone else to do it, if you feel like you need someone else to do it, that is a program. That is a fear. That is what you need to look at. That is what you need to look at. What am I afraid of? Why can't I do it alone? Why don't I want to do it alone? What's wrong with alone? Alright, there's a lot of background interference now, so I'm going to end this one. And then I'm going to record another one the next moment I get, because I have 2 decks that want to talk. But I love you. Love wins.
Good morning. No.